Supreme Court judges, capping of the number of Supreme Court judges, yeah, there's been a lot of argument about the need for capping the number of the Supreme Court judges, but there's also always been a pushback in terms of the workload. And I recall that when we're even vetting the current Chief Justice, I had a proposal that we should have a separate constitutional court. In some jurisdictions, you see, what you call the Supreme Court is actually the constitutional court. And as a constitutional court, they focus only on constitutional matters. But the argument has always been that our Supreme Court is both an appeals court and a constitutional court. So the cases that gain prominence are the constitutional matters, which are not many. And it gives a misleading perception that the work is not that much. Why do we need all these numbers? But the majority of the cases and the real workload is in the appellate jurisdiction of the Supreme Court. So I was advocating, if you go to the proceedings and you take the video, you see me actually advising that, how about us having a constitutional division of the Supreme Court, which would then be the 9 judges that we have. Then you can now have, the other numbers really focusing on the appellate jurisdiction. And that is where, for instance, you may have a team that is in the south, a team that is in the north, a team that is in the middle belt, dealing with, appellate matters. I mean, I don't think that my advocacy gained any traction with the Chief Justice